everybody, this is Joe Joseph, and this is the DailySheeple.com's News Shot. AllNewsPipeline.com has a story. America remains unprepared at the most dangerous point in its history as Hawaii nuke prep proposal is too little, too late. That's right. It says with the huge news that the Hawaii Public Safety Committee unanimously passed a resolution aimed at getting state funding to re-equip Cold War-era fallout shelters in response to the threat of nuclear attack coming from North Korea, where Hawaii would be the most likely to be hit first. It's possible, big possible, case of too little, too late. Now, considering the time it takes to type these proposals, pass through all the appropriate channels, and then update the response plan, that, by the way, hasn't been updated since 1985. It continues, says, as well as to re-equip the hundreds of fallout shelters already in existence. You're talking about something that would go way above any sort of budget that Hawaii has. And think about this, I have to say this because it's not just Hawaii, but it's also the United States that's caught woefully unprepared. North Korea was successful in putting a satellite into space, and it's still up there, and we don't know what's on that satellite, or maybe we do, but one thing's for certain, it would be very easy for him, I believe, to be able to put a rocket up and just detonate it over the United States and EMP. And if you see that, you're talking, you could wipe out 9 out of 10 Americans. I mean, that's what the experts say would happen if a national power grid failure happened. You're talking about at least a 6-month lead time on some of those transformers that would have to be replaced as a result of EMP, even though it only costs about $2 billion to harden our electrical grid against EMP. Only about $2 billion. Problem is, it's really, government hasn't paid for it, so it would have to be up to the electric companies to pay for it, and people are already paying through the nose for electricity. So, I mean, it's, I think it's money well spent. If you're going to put tax dollars to work, there's a spot for it, Harden our grid against EMP. It costs, okay, so you might have to shelve a destroyer, a U.S. Navy destroyer or something like that. You have to build one less. But I would say like one less destroyer is certainly worth a lot more, or worth a lot less, I should say, than hardening the grid against EMP. Because I'm sorry, you just can't deny the fact that even if it's not, even if it is possible that Kim Jong-un can do this, who's to say the United States, the deep state, doesn't just detonate one themselves and then blame it on Kim Jong-un? I mean, why is that not out of the realm of possibility? Why does it have to be one of his rockets? It'd be one thing for, a sub just to pop up, fire a missile, EMP. No one knows anything better in the United States. We're all in the dark. Meanwhile, continuity of government programs kick in. Who knows? It could kick off mutually assured destruction. I'd say now is a pretty good time if you haven't started preparing to start doing so. And do so not in haste, but, get the ball rolling. Because things are getting for real. And who knows where this is going to go. So pay attention, and I'll have another news shot for you real soon. I'm Joe Joseph. Feel free to prescribe, holy moly. Feel free to subscribe to the DailySheeple.com and our newsletter and this YouTube channel. And feel free to comment below. Have a great night, everybody. Take care.